Hi everyone, Aaron with Perfect Postures, and today is actually going to be part 4 of the pelvic deviation. So just to kind of recap, we had one was pelvic rotation, we had number 2 which was pelvic elevation, so that's one side of the pelvis higher than the other, which creates a leg length disparity quite often. 3 was an asymmetrical tilt, and that was looking at each side of the pelvis and where one side could tilt one way, which would be anterior, or it could tilt posteriorly, but more importantly, that one side was doing something different than the other side was. So again, part 4 is going to be an anterior tilt, and most people could relate to this. It's probably what's most common when people are talking about pelvic deviations, and that's an anterior tilt where you're looking at this point here, which is your basically your PSIS, and then your what's called your ASIS on this point, and it's where this point, the front point, is much lower than the other point. So what's happening essentially is the pelvis is actually tilting and it's actually angling this way. Excuse me. So quite often what will happen as a result, you will typically end up with more of a kind of like a hyperlordosis here, or too much curve in the lumbar spine. A lot of people in the health industry equate this to tight hip flexors, or more specifically the iliopsoas. Many reasons though. It could be, some of this is hereditary, some of this could be related to the way people train, or habitual postures at their work, or whatever it may be. So what we want to show you as far as the correctives is I want to show you 2 exercises to help reduce this anterior tilt. When I do that, the exercises are going to seem almost contradictory to what we're going to be doing with the pelvis, but I'll explain when we get to the exercises and how it's going to actually change the tilt. So next week what we're going to do is we're going to do the next series, which will be the 5th one, and that's going to be a posterior tilt, and that's going to be basically just the opposite of the anterior tilt, where you're going to look at this and tilt the other way, but we'll get into more detail on that next week. So stay tuned for the correctives, and if you do have any questions or concerns, or just want to know more about a particular subject or topic, please let us know, and we'll get on it. Thank you.